The return of little Ankalaev. Look who's finally back after getting destroyed by Pereira against my guy, Bogdan GUSKOV, with his Agent 47 aura, stepping in on short notice, replacing an injured Khalil Rountree. Who cares? Khalil would have lost anyway. He's a known gasser, and the only thing Ankalaev really has going for him is sort of technique and cardio, and it sort of ends there. Like, they see Ankalaev and they think, oh, Dagestani wrestler who's just this giant. No, he doesn't train with Team Khabib, he trains with fucking Shamil Gaziev, okay? So, relax. I've always thought Ankalaev was overrated. He carries the choke gene, choked horribly against Paul Craig. With the second left on the clock, like, can you not count to 3? Do you not hear the clacker go off? Does GUSKOV know that Magomed Ankalaev has a Johnny Walker KO win? Yeah, this fight's a wrap. Magomed Ankalaev, see you at the MMA Awards. You have done the unthinkable. Like, what are we talking about? Like, why is he minus 600? People talk about Ankalaev like he's Godzilla, like he trains with Gaziev. Magomed Ankalaev is a quit machine. I've said it for a while now, and I was proven correct when I picked Pereira to beat him. I mean, look at how easily he folded. Look how pathetic that panic takedown was against Pereira, making Pereira look like a D1 savage, just like sprawling that shit, getting on top, 12-6 elbows to the body, dispatches of little Ankh. I mean, that man's power is unreal. I can't even fathom taking 12-6 elbows to the ribs off of Pereira. I would turn into dust. I would fizzle away like I'm a fucking, like I just got damn Thanos snapped. But Ankalaev just, he reeks of PFL to me. I can't put my finger on it, but still hasn't recovered from that incredible aura loss. Meanwhile, GUSKOV wins are aging like a fine wine. Okay, loses his debut to Volkan Oezdemir. It is what it is. Oezdemir has recently popped for EPO, rang up TJ Dillashaw, got some of that good stuff. Went 3 hard rounds with Jan Blachowicz, arguably won the fight. Super dangerous early. Who drops Jan Blachowicz like that? Seriously, I put points on that is all I'm saying. Goes to a draw. He has an early knockdown, 10-8 round type shit. Magomed Ankalaev got destroyed by Jan. Jan just sort of gassed out and forgot how to wrestle in the late rounds. Their fight also went to a draw. So 2 guys that just aren't quite good enough to get a win over Jan Blachowicz. Interesting. Meanwhile, Bogdan GUSKOV, if you don't know him, comes from Gore MMA. That's Shara Magomedov's gym. They've got a couple other savages from there that I'm blanking on, but call it recency bias, call it whatever you want, but Bogdan GUSKOV nuked Nikita Krylov in 1 round. Meanwhile, Rob Whittaker goes even on strikes with him, and it takes him till the 3rd round to break his jaw. So GUSKOV is fucking dangerous, man. He could clip Ankalaev here. My only concern for GUSKOV is if he pulls the same crap he did in the Jan fight, where he goes absolutely buck wild in round 1 and doesn't get the finish and then gasses out. This one's 5 rounds. I really hope he learns from that, and I think he will. I watched him have a better performance against Jan Blachowicz. Yes, Bogdan GUSKOV's resume lacks depth, but I don't really care. I haven't seen Ankalaev fight in over a year, it feels like, and GUSKOV's been putting in that work, man. Like 2 fights a year. They're giving him a rapid rise up 205, which I like. So I'm going GUSKOV. Sue me. Look, we may have some Ankalaev enjoyers in here, and that's okay, but yeah, I don't think he's all that tough, dude. Sure, Ankalaev probably has him beat on raw technique. Like, he trains with Strickland. Better training room, probably, but I still want to go GUSKOV. Ankalaev, better wrestler, obviously, but he doesn't shoot takedowns, so I don't have to worry about it. I know Ankalaev, if he shoots takedowns in this fight, will be because they are out of panic, they are out of fear, and he's losing on the feet, and those are super telegraphed, so I'm not worried about it. I think GUSKOV can stuff those, or just avoid them. GUSKOV trains with Walter Walker, the heel hook specialist, who's also on this card. It's a close fight. It should not be a main event. Like, this card's low-key dog shit. That's why we're going to rapid fire through it. But I'm going to go GUSKOV, man. I like the Hitman aura. I like his whole shtick. He's a funny guy. I know GUSKOV's like a fresh face, so people are like reluctant to get on board, and I get it, but you know what? We take chances here. GUSKOV's going to TKO Magomed Ankalaev. KO. He's a slick Russian cat on the feet, dude. He's nasty with it. It's what he's known for. being sneaky with it on the feet, clipping guys on the chin. He gets clipped himself, though, so KO is sort of on the table for Ankalaev as well. I won't discredit Magomed Ankalaev's capabilities of getting a knockout here either. Dangerous fight. This could be over in 1 round. But Ankalaev is actually like a fumble specialist. He has the choke gene, so I lean GUSKOV. Decent flyweight matchup. Steve ERCEG back in there against TEMIROV. Ramazan TEMIROV. Gotta have a word with you, young man. Take a seat. You snuck off to Thailand to some Thai training, rip pads at Tiger Muay Thai, all good, but you thought you would cycle on some shit and get popped for a banned substance. Yeah, we're done with you, you little midge. 63-inch reach. TEMIROV is, I think, the shortest fighter, shortest reach type shit. Yeah, Steve ERCEG's gonna pick you apart easily, without question. ERCEG, though, doesn't move his head a whole lot, got clipped up by even Ode Osborne, but everything else is very, very good. Like, ERCEG's technique, his fight IQ is all top tier. The only cause for concern here is ERCEG's last fight he took on Tim Elliott, the softest little pillow puncher in like the entire UFC, couldn't punch himself out of a wet paper bag. Now he's fighting TEMIROV, who is a former PED cheat, power puncher. So I do worry, like that change of opponent could be a shock to the system for Steve ERCEG. I do worry about that, but fuck TEMIROV, dude. Like, what is it with... We're going to talk about fucking Rizvan Kuniev right after this, who popped for like a whole goddamn super soldier cocktail of steroids. But TEMIROV, dude, like, what is it in the UFC where Dana White just goes, oh, this guy popped for a banned substance, I gotta have him. Ranked opponent right now, we're getting this guy to the top 5. Like, doesn't make any sense to me. What does make sense to me, though, is ERCEG winning by unanimous decision, popping that jab, moving laterally. TEMIROV's gonna be freaking out like a little Cabbage Patch Kid the whole time. Give me Steve ERCEG by dominant 30-27 decision. Maybe some split bullshit, corrupt judging, but I see ERCEG with a clean striking performance here. Maybe he involves grappling, we'll see, but ERCEG is always a feel-good decision pick at flyweight. Big for the division, a little bit tall, but he's got good footwork, good boxing ability. And good BJJ, true hybrid out of ERCEG, has all the skills to be a champion, but still sort of working up to that. The long-awaited debut of John Pork. He is here. Magomed Zainukov, or some weird-ass name. We're not calling him that. He goes by John Pork. I'm not gonna pick him. I'm picking this Polski to piece him up. Look, John Pork is drunk for blood. He loves a good banger. He trains out of... I think he trains out of Team Khabib. Like, he's from Russia. High elevation. He's got great cardio. But he's a pure striker, man. I got him down as a Russian brawler. If you've seen his Dana White Contender Series fight, he fought a really tough guy, like a guy with an iron chin, and a guy who didn't break to the body shots. John Pork, if he wins this fight, I will start picking him. My only problem is I think he's a bit of a thug. I think he's a bit of a dumbass. Like, he was the one in the arena, like, sucker punching Dylan Dennis. Like, why are you putting yourself in those situations? Like, I know you've got, like, the cliff to defend and all this sort of stuff, but, like... that you're a meathead. You're a meathead, John Pork. This Polski cat, RZEPECKI, is going to have you gassed out on your chipper trotters, on your pig feet. He's going to turn you into a plate of bacon. So John Pork isn't getting an easy opponent here. I'm actually going to go with his opponent, Damian RZEPECKI out of Poland. This is a slick cat. He's got really fast hands, good cardio, and high volume to match John Pork. I'm going to go RZEPECKI. I think John Pork is going to lose this fight. Islam DULATOV. This guy is a male model. Doesn't really need to be here. I have concerns about silk sheets with this guy because I've seen him on interviews. He's clearly got money in the bank. So, like, how badly do you want to win these UFC fights, really? I think when he fights, like, a real dirty, grimy grappler, they'll make him quit because it'll, like... You don't got to be here, dude. You're supposed to be walking the catwalk, the red carpet, whatever you do. But he's a nasty striker, okay? Islam DULATOV. The Muay Thai's sick. The kickboxing is sick. He used to be a featherweight, which is absolutely diabolical. He is a slick cat. And he's going to knock out this white Alex Pereira lookalike, Wellington Turman, who, look, with all the money in the world, couldn't make himself look like a male model. But we're talking about fighting here. Yeah, Wellington Turman, riddled with acne, glass chin, inactive, no reason to pick him here. Best win, I think, is Sam Alvey, like by decision or some repulsive shit like that. So we're going Islam Dulatov, enough said. Let's talk about Rizvan Kuniev, who is an absolute lab experiment, like we said before, popped for a super soldier, a Russian cocktail of anabolic steroids. I am absolutely gutted that I have to pick him. He's a great MMA fighter. I don't know why he's here, though. Like, why is Dana White so horny to sign PED cheats? Like, lifetime ban. It's that fucking simple. But you know what? It's the entertainment business. He doesn't fucking care if a PED cheat kills somebody in the cage due to a physicality diff. They don't care. It's the money business, the fight business. It's so dumb. It's really retarded. But Tyrell Fortune's nothing special. He got a win over Tybura, but he comes from Bellator. He's nothing special. Okay anti-grappling, all this sort of stuff. Rizvan Kuniev, thank you for getting rid of Jailton Almeida. You got rid of one of the worst sport killers at the heavyweight division, so I thank you for that, but that doesn't change your past. You are a fat fuck. I have his true physique on screen. If you've seen how this man was looking in the PFL, you wouldn't even think it's him. He was just roided up to the gills, tons of muscle mass. You're looking at the real Kuniev. He's a blob, but he does have skill. So I'm going to pick him to beat Tyrell Fortune, who at the end of the day is from Bellator. Mr. Heel Hook himself, Walter Walker against Thomas Peterson. It's time we fade Walter Walker, man. He has a loss in the UFC. It wasn't pretty. He gassed out. He has horrible striking, and he gassed out quick as well against a terrible opponent. Thomas Peterson has wrestling. There's no way he gets heel hooked. Thomas Peterson is sort of a stout, like, honestly, like a really dense center of gravity. I don't see him getting toppled over. He actually knows what a sprawl is. Walter Walker's been getting drunk with power, taking down blobs and heel hooking them. He also takes great joy in beating up cripples as well. Submitted Zion Clark, who has no legs. We will never forgive you for that, Walter Walker. Shame on you. You're going to hell for that. I'm going to go Thomas Peterson, dude. I see Steven Asplund, they're boys. I always see him repping him. He has great wrestling. Had a good little fight with Vitor Petrino. Just got knocked out in the later rounds. It's tough, but luckily Walter Walker isn't built like a Greek god. He's not going to knock out Peterson. This will get prolonged. This will probably go into the later rounds. I think Peterson has low-key better cardio, way better cardio, actually. Walter Walker is a bit of a gasser. I think he's just here for his heel hook highlight reel, and he's going to fumble it. He's going to go for submissions. He's not going to get them. Thomas Peterson will win. I know it's hard to get on board with him because he's got baby fat, but he's not a blob. He's just big boned. I'm going to go Thomas Peterson to pull the upset over Walter Walker. Get your tea and crumpets, guys. Sam PATTERSON is on the card, fighting Santiago Ponzinibbio. Unk is back. Look, I know it's hard to be a Sam Patterson believer after he had the worst fight of all time against Michael Page. I don't even want to pretend that even happened. But he is a violent hybrid. Sam Patterson against anybody else doesn't fight like that. He is hunting the KO early. He's got nasty BJJ, Sam Patterson does. I'm back to picking him. Sam Patterson is a really good welterweight, dude. You have to fluke him by KO if you want to win. Or you gotta, like, the thing is, nobody else will even think of pulling that shit that Michael Page did, just avoid maxing the whole fight. Like, Ian Gary avoid maxes, but he does it intelligently, and he still strikes you off the back foot like a G, like a Matrix man. Michael Venom Page just, ugh. I hate that shit. I hate when he goes full karate and doesn't engage. That was awful to see, and it's on Sam Patterson as well. It is on him as well, because eventually you just have to go, I'm in an arena full of bloodthirsty fans. Let's bum rush this dude. Maybe I get knocked out cold. It is what it is. You have to take those chances. He has Santiago Ponzinibbio in front of him. He is old as hell, gone through a ton of injuries, doesn't move right. So it's Sam Patterson by knockout. Get your tea and crumpets. Ismael Bonfim versus Axel Sola. I am the biggest Axel Sola simp. Moving forward, after his brawl with Mason Jones, I said that would be everything that it was. Blood and guts, both guys dying at the end of the fight. It's Jones who pulls away with his thick Welsh head. Can't be KO'd, is what it is. I'm back on Axel Sola, though. I think he knocks out Ismael Bonfim, who's really just coaching his brother, Gabriel Bonfim. We see these siblings come into the UFC, and only one of them ever succeeds. We had the Shevchenko sisters, we had Gilbert Burns and Herbert Burns, good God. One of them is always the runt and just can't put it together. One of them is like low-key the coach of the other, just sort of the brains behind the operation. Will that come true with the Topuria bros? We can only wait and see. I'm going to go Axel Sola. He's a power striker out of France. He is a big dude, though, so my main concern with him was that he'd gas out to Jones, which he sort of did. It was sort of a damage thing, though. He sort of, like, actually held his ground like a Giga Chad against Mason Jones, and they just had a fucking war. It was amazing. I still rewatch that fight to this day. Meanwhile, Ismael Bonfim is having wars with Vince Pichel, who's like 46 years old. So I'm going to go Axel Sola. And on the prelims, we got Mike Davis against Narulo Aliev, this little Khabib clone, this mutant. Narulo Aliev, guys, is overrated. Should have received a ban from the UFC for biting Rafael Alves. You absolute cliff-dwelling freak. Why are you biting people in the cage, for one? That should be a lifetime ban. Disgusting. Very good wrestling. Good cardio comes from the cliff. However, this man does not have good striking. Definitely not as good as striking as Mike Davis. Narulo Aliev had a competitive fight with fucking Shamrock. I'm done. We're done here. Breakdown done. Enough said. Mike Davis is a kickboxing god. The only problem I have with Mike Davis is, look, his skill is off the charts. We all know this. Go watch his fight against Thomas Gifford. It should literally be on live leak. It's televised murder. Mike Davis has all the skill in the world. He just doesn't have that warrior gene. He's said it on interviews before. He wants to be a Twitch streamer. He wants to just sit in his room all day and play video games. He only does MMA because he's good at it. These are not good things to hear, okay? He will never be champion with that mentality. However, violent as fuck. The potential is there for master classes. I'm going to pick him to upset Narulo Aliev. I know Narulo Aliev's going to be coming with those takedowns, that lay and pray. Probably way better cardio than Mike Davis, but striking on completely different levels here. I'm going to take a chance with my guy Mike Davis, okay? He's got a lot more UFC fights than Narulo Aliev, who's been inactive. I don't know what's holding him back, but he debuted like fucking 3 years ago. Can't be trusted. So that is the Abu Dhabi card. I told you we'd rapid fire through this. I've got a coach's tier list to put together for you guys. That'll be dropping probably next week. Keep an eye out for that one. Hit the bell icon for your boy. But Hitman GUSKOV, dude, gonna roll up with his Agent 47 energy. Magomed Ankalaev, Little Ankh, is overrated. It is what it is. Go through his record. His best win is a little point battle, hide in the clinch, cowered away against Alex Pereira, who like had the flu or some shit. Meanwhile, GUSKOV knocked out Nikita Krylov faster than Rob Whittaker did. Put some points on that is all I'm saying. After this, we got UFC Serbia on the horizon. It's a much better card than this one. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all real soon.